How to exit small talk. Starting small talk is easier than exiting small talk. We are often so focused on conversing with others that we forget that ending a conversation requires as much skill and art as beginning one. Hi, if this is your first time on this podcast, here we share practical information on how to become a better person and learn new skills. If you are interested in personal development, hit the subscribe button. If you want to download a free book called How to Talk to Anyone, 10 Simple Tricks to Have a Meaningful Conversation, go to www.selfimprovementvault.com or check the link in the description. Exiting small talk can be a complicated process. Starting small talk is typically easy because many people consider it an ego boost. The central message is that someone wants to converse with them. They must seem important or exciting or knowledgeable. Exiting small talk, on the other hand, can offend the other party. The central message is that you do not want to converse with them. You must find them boring, unimportant, and even stupid. If you are trying to network with the other party, you will need to know how to exit small talk with tact. Failure to do so may ruin any future opportunities you may have with them. So, how do you leave small talk? By the way, tell us in a comment section what's your best exit strategy. In an everyday setting where you may never see the other person again, it may suffice to let the other person know that you cannot be emotionally present for small talk. Small talk requires a particular emotional awareness and emotional work. You have to observe the other part to ensure that they want to speak to you and are interested in the topic of conversation. Sometimes, after a tiring or frustrating day, you may not be able to give that type of emotional work. So, how do you avoid small talk in that case? You want to compliment yourself into an exit. This strategy is fundamental because it leaves the other person feeling good. As previously mentioned, exiting small talk can leave the other participant feeling unwanted and unimportant. You do not want to leave them with that feeling because they will remember that you caused them that feeling the next time they see you. If the person is a manager who will decide whether you receive a promotion, this can seriously backfire on you. Hence, you want to flatter the other person's ego, leaving them too happy even to notice that you are going. To make them feel important, you may say something like, "I am stunned, you have had such an adventurous life. I wish I could hear more. Unfortunately, I have to go to a meeting I promised I would attend. I am looking forward to hearing more next time." You may even call back the information they provided you during the conversation, speaking about how fascinating it is. Unfortunately, you have to leave. Or perhaps you have to prepare mentally for an upcoming meeting and need to focus all your mental energy on it. You will be able to go further in your professional and personal life if you develop the art of not alienating people. Another way to prevent alienating a person trying to engage in small talk with you is to plan another time and place for your conversation. The secret to winning friends in life is to make them feel as though they are significant to you. Rather than cutting the small talk short, you may instead make arrangements for an even deeper, more meaningful conversation with the other party. This more meaningful conversation promises that you will give more of your attention to the speaker. Naturally, the speaker will be eager to pursue this path because you are revealing just how important they are to you. You may tell them something like, "I am sorry, Susan. I don't mean to be forward or pushy, but I think that you have a lot of wisdom and input on this topic. I think I could learn a lot from you about handling a lot of situations at my workplace or in my personal life. I would like to set up a lunch meeting soon if you are free. I know you are quite busy, but I would appreciate you taking the time to speak with me." In this case, you have alerted Susan that she has plenty of valuable knowledge to give you. You want to exit this small talk with her, not because she is uninteresting or unimportant, but because she is too important for small talk. You understand that she may be too busy for you, but you would appreciate it if she found time to have a conversation with you. You win over Susan's loyalty and friendship by planning another time to speak with her. Emphatically, you do not exit the small talk as much as you reschedule it, setting a later time for your conversation. You must never be rude when exiting small talk with someone else. Even in the most mundane situations, for example, a cab driver attempting small talk with you, your ethos should always be to treat others with respect and kindness. You never know when you will need someone else's help. Treating everyone with respect ensures that you do not alienate a person whose help you will eventually need in the future. In addition, it is simply good practice to treat people with respect and kindness. The more you do it, the easier it becomes to recognize the humanity inside of others. That humanity inside of us demands dignity. Hence, you must treat everyone else with dignity. You may be tempted just to stop replying, or stare out the window and hope that they will get the message. However, it is more respectful to alert them that you cannot give them the attention that small talk requires. You may say something like, "I am really tired. I'm sure you won't mind if I take some time to myself." Another person may not get the message at first, so don't be afraid to follow up with a more direct but polite message, specifying why you need time to yourself. You may say something like, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I have been taking care of demanding customers all day, and I feel like my head is about to explode. I am sure you won't mind if I just sit here in silence for a bit." You can always gracefully bow out of small talk without being rude or making the other participant feel unimportant or disrespected. If you want to download a free book called How to Talk to Anyone, 10 Simple Tricks to Have a Meaningful Conversation, go to www.selfimprovementvault.com or check the link in the description. I will appreciate it if you leave us a like to help promote this episode. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next episode.